StarrSoaps channel. How are you today? I'm doing good. Today I'm making a remake. That's right, I'm making my pumpkin chai soap again. Don't you love my pearls? My daughter got them for me for Christmas. So come along with me and I'm going to show you how I make my pumpkin chai soap. So first things first, I have my pureed pumpkin, my cooled oils and cooled lye, and everything's at room temperature. So I'm adding my lye water to my oils and giving it a little bit of a stick blend to bring it to a very light trace. I love that look of how it emulsifies and goes creamy. Gorgeous. So now that it's at a nice light trace, I can separate out into my different colours. I have a dark mocha brown and my white, but I also have my pumpkin. So now I'm just going to pour a little bit of soap batter into each of my colours. Just a little bit into the accent colours and the rest into the pumpkin. So that is just pureed pumpkin. I bought a pumpkin, I cooked it, I pureed it. Simple, not hard. Lovely. And that way I know there's no additives or anything else in it and it's just pure pumpkin. So now I'm just going to mix up my different colours. I've got my white. Looks really nice. And now mixing up the soap with the pumpkin in it. Oh, just giving a little spatula stirred with the colours. Make sure I incorporate them well. And oh, look at that beautiful orange. I love that. I love the colour that the soap batter gets from the pumpkin puree alone with no colouring added. It's really, really gorgeous. And so this time I'm trying another different design technique with this soap, because I learned last time that to get it smelling really strong it would discolour, and if you were watching that last pumpkin chai video you'll know what I'm talking about. So this time I made sure to only add the fragrance to the brown mostly, and added a little bit of the fragrance to the orange but not much at all, and none to the white. So that's why I believe the white soap is so lovely and fluid. And of course the pumpkin soap's very fluid as well due to that pumpkin puree going in there. It's almost like adding water. Not quite, but it sort of helps with fluidity. So yeah, you can see how thick this dark brown soap actually got from being the main fragrance oil carrier. And that sort of has got in the way of my plan. I usually like to plop in all the different colours and then go through and hanger swirl them at the end. But I'm not going to be able to do that with this batch because of these accent colours being so thick. It just wouldn't work, so that's kind of a shame. But that's alright, I'm going to work with it anyway. So I'm just adding the different colours in, a little bit of white and then a little bit of the pumpkin soap and then a little bit of the brown and so on, and building it up. Whoops, bit of a spill. I love how fluid this pumpkin soap stayed, and it really did allow me to cover up the mistake, so to speak, of that chunky brown soap. So like I say, I'm just going to keep on layering up these colours. So you can really see here when I try to swirl the top what I was talking about with how that hanger swirl just wasn't going to happen. And now it's time to put the pumpkins on top. I loved making these little pumpkins. I just looked up a tutorial on how to make polymer clay pumpkins and followed it with my soap dough. So cool. If you too would like to learn how to make soap dough, I'll leave the link below to the video where I show you how I make my soap dough. And here we have the final bars of soap. And don't they look funky? I'm not so sure about these big dollops of different colour in there. Like I said, not what I usually go for with this design. But I love the rustic look of these bars. They really fit because, you know, pumpkin, rustic. It's nice. It makes me think of log cabins in the wood and fires going and neat things like that. So I hope that you enjoyed watching me make this pumpkin chai soap. I really enjoyed making it. I love how soap is always keeping me on my toes. I never know what's going to happen. Every new batch presents a new challenge. It's quite fun, so you never get bored of it. So now I'm just going to show you some pictures of the little pumpkins. That was the first attempt I did before I got slightly better and looked up that tutorial. And here's a picture of the soap in the mould, trying to spill out because I filled it up too much. And this week I'd like to highlight Sharon Pearson and her amazing confetti soap that she shared in our Facebook group, StarrSoaps Family. If you would like your photo to be shown on the channel, please come along and join the group and share your photo. I save them up and choose at random who I'm going to showcase week by week. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below, become a member of our StarrSoaps family, and feel the soapy love.